Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. In today's video we are taking a look at the Salt Fever 9-pack, a newly released 9-pack featuring 9 cars from the Salt Flats episode of Cars on the Road. For convenience, I'm just going to call this the Salt Flats 9-pack because the actual name is Salt Fever, but I feel like Salt Flats is just a simpler, better way to put it. You can see the artwork on the front of the box. Features both Lightning McQueen and Mater. You have like the Super Speeder Mater. And on the back you have all 9 cars included. So you have Sarah Coggs, Peggy Liner, the exclusive to this pack, Noriyuki or Mechanic Noriyuki, Datz Jammin, Royce Revsley, Revo Kos, Road Trip Lightning McQueen, quote unquote Road Trip Mater, but not really, and the Speed Demon. I held off on buying the on-the-road cars, or the on-the-road Salt Flats cars, for months now because I knew this pack was coming and it finally came in. So let's take a look. I do have a Salt Flats, or I do have the Speed Demon, but that was the only one that I previously had. Let's open it this way because I do not want the cars to fall out. I would say that I already have the Mater, but it is actually the Mater with the working tow hook, so I'm just going to call that Mater with tow hook. They might be calling him that in some places already, Mater with tow hook. So I'll technically count that as a Mater I don't have. I'll put it by my other Maters. Let's start off with the Speed Demon, or let's actually rather move this. Are these going to fall out if I place it up like that? Okay, well Noriyuki is. Let's see if he can put back in there. Yeah, nice. Now, I actually already have a Speed Demon, and it should be in better quality than this one, so I'm going to pull out that Speed Demon, and we're going to take a look at that, the better one. My opinion, it just has less, because there's a couple scratches on this guy. So, I mean, here's the comparison. It is the exact same car, no differences. Actually, there is a color difference. The one on the right is the 9-pack version, and it is ever so slightly blacker. I do like the one on the left better, though. So yeah, the Speed Demon, full black car. She has a gray kind of outline. She has gray accents, as well as chrome accents. This is like a really goofy looking model. Have these big wings in the back. She's almost like the car from the Cat in the Hat. The chrome does look really nice going around the door, as well as whatever you want to call these. The chrome is also on the base. Kind of like a 1940s style. That's it. Speed Demon over there. Next up, let's go with the Mater, just because it is your standard. And that was really awesome. Okay. Unfortunately, it happens. They shouldn't be damaged at all. These cars are pretty resilient. I'll just take McQueen out as well. So, here is your Mater. It is your normal Mater. Nothing different. Have this goofy expression. But you do have the working tow hook, which can connect to it. You see Lightning McQueen here has that tow thing, and it can connect, so Mater can tow. You could not get that on previous Maters, so I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, let's call this tow hook Mater. Pretty cool. It doesn't move that much, but it does hang lower down, so you were able to connect it. Now let's take a look at Road Trip Lightning McQueen. I've seen this guy as a single in stores, but I did not want to buy it because they're putting him in like every single on-the-road pack. Like you have this pack, you have the circus pack that has the plane and the pity. Still have not gotten that one, so I'll definitely end up with plenty of this guy. He is just a plain red with the yellow 95 bolt that kind of fades into the red. That's on both sides. Then on the hood, you have the On the Road logo or not the On the Road logo, a logo that says On the Road. You have the radiator springs with Willys Butte, and then On the Road, which was an interesting choice for his design in the series, but it's not terrible. I do like it. Pretty simple and clean, but not too much detail going on. Let's go with Datz Jammin next. Here he is compared with the color changer version. See, same expression, pretty much. Actually, not the same expression. The normal version is smiling. This guy's just kind of smirking, and the eyes are, yeah, the eyes are just about the same. Everything else pretty similar, of course. The color changer is going to be like a matte color, not very detailed. But the you can see here the metal version, not the metal version. Is it metal? I'm not exactly sure. Don't pay attention to that. The die-cast version, we'll say, is a not, I wouldn't call it chrome. It's more of a like a corroded metal, which is a pretty cool design choice. There is another car of his model in the salt flat scene. It's like a light blue, and I don't know if that's like has the metal detail, but I do want to see that either way. It's got the number 08, which fades from kind of like a medium blue to a white. It's got this on the back. I'm gonna say this is a parachute, maybe? Is that a parachute? I'm not quite sure. Wouldn't be a video if that didn't happen. What's wrong? What's wrong with this? This is what it looks like trying to get set up. There we go. That should not fall, hopefully. You have the wheel cover, so you can't actually see his wheels, though he is kind of hovering off the ground. To see if you want to see his wheels, you have to put them way far out there. Let's go with, I guess, his kind of partner in crime next, Revo Kos. I was really excited for this guy at first because I love the colors. It's kind of like a purple / dark blue compared with a light blue. It always looks really well in my opinion. Here is the color changer version of Revo. You can see the blue, obviously not as bright. Also less detail on the 115 and the other decals for that. It's even different colors. Like on the color changer, it's black instead of gold, and he doesn't have the white wheels. There's also another slight expression change. You can see Revo as smiling, and he's got like a nice kind of determined look. Then over here, he's just kind of smirking, like he's just chilling, hanging out with friends or something. As I was saying, I was really excited for Revo, but he's not as cool as I thought. He's still a pretty cool release. I guess the full white tires kind of ruin it. You did see the prototype pictures, or I assume most of you have seen the prototype pictures for this pack, which they all had salty wheels that were like black with like salt in the middle. And we even saw a prototype of Lightning McQueen with these salt wheels in a Pixar Cars video. But for whatever reason, they didn't include it in this pack, so I don't know if that was just a prototype or a future release in another multi-pack, because I don't think they would have done the custom. They did do customs for like the clown nose McQueen, but I don't think they're doing customs. I think it was way too detailed to be a custom. He has like pipes coming out from his exhaust, 115, and on the back you have MCL. Not exactly sure what that means. He also has like his racing code or whatever it's exactly called on his sides. Let's get rid of the Salt Flats Racers minus, of course, Peggy. This is Royce Revsley. He was another cool addition to the episode. I thought that he was going to be one of my personal favorite diecasts, and then they released him like 5 times. So he is already extremely common. He is still a nice release, though. He's like a Salt Flats Racer Beetle with the, I love the shade of red. Also compared with the yellow, kind of like Sunwing. He's got another smiling expression, and we did not get a color changer of this guy, so no color changer to compare him to this time. It's almost like a plant-shaped design that goes down Also down, have NIC, and that says OLAS 523A. You also see 523 over there. So, and you also have another thing on his giant engine tailpipe thing. Not exactly sure what that is. I know that's on other cars, such as 50 Sidewinder, another Volkswagen Beetle racer. So, clearly 523A is his like code, but I'm not sure what OLAS means. Got the engine in a little bucket here. Pretty cool guy. Let's go with Sarah Coggs next. A very brightly colored Pitty. In the movie, the episode, she's a little bit darker, but the prototype images of her were way too dark, so don't mind them not correcting her this time, because this is more accurate, in my opinion. She has the white wheels. Rear wheels the opposite way. That doesn't happen often. At this point, when do I start just like having to edit videos to cut out this whole part? I don't have any kind of like tripod, you know? Like, I'm a semi-decent YouTuber. I got like 1.5k subs-ish, somewhere around there. And I still can't get a camera that manages to stay upright for more than 2 minutes at a time. So she has the orange goggles, you know, a yellow cap, and a bright green body, almost like Noriyuki color, but not as bright. Same color as the wheels. Her front wheels are bigger than the rear wheels. The most comparable Pitty to this, I don't know, actually. Because this is like the Cars 3 style stock car Pitty. We have not gotten any of those yet, so it's kind of like the old wide Pitty, but not exactly. I'm sure we will see at least a few more of these in the future. She's got like a smiling expression, and I do like the eyes through the goggles. But the thing that bugs me is, if you look like from there, I can see it in real life, but it's kind of hard to see on the camera. You can see right about there that she doesn't have like an eyeballs. She has two patches of white where her eyes are, and the rest is the green. That is, there's like a gap. You can see the gap there. I don't think there's any other car like that, and I don't think she was like that in the episode. I'd rather just blame that on Mattel being lazy, but I mean, wow, that's a little bit of a yikes. And also, I don't know if that's broken or if that's how it looks, because this is my first Sarah Coggs. Not that it's that big of a deal, because it's still there anyway. And Sarah Coggs' partner in crime, or I guess boss, Mr. Noriyuki, with this big old logo with the wrenches on the side, the 5 wrenches. He's got a lot of stuff in his rear bed, such as lots of wooden planks. You have more wooden planks. You have whatever the heck these are supposed to be. I can't identify a single thing in his rear bed except for the wooden planks. Once again, it has the salty wheels, kind of like a flower, or almost like a synergy or a blinker design in the center of those things. He's got one light up on his roof. He also has a green tinted visor. Not exactly sure how it's going to help him, unless he can like flip it down. Because in the movie, I remember, I keep saying the movie, in the episode, I'm not exactly sure if he ever uses this, or if he flips it down when he starts to work on Mater. This guy is a very, very awesome design. We never see any more of this model in the movie, so no customs, unless you want to make up a fantasy thing. Do like his expression. I've been kind of concerned, but also happy. One of my favorite characters from On the Road, which is not a high bar to clear because there's not many new characters itself that, you know, speak. I mean, you can say like a background character, like some of those ghosts in the episode where they're at the hotel, or what's another good one? Oh, some of the zombie cars. You can say those, but those aren't like main characters, kind of like Noriyuki was. And finally, the star of the show, Peggy Liner. I believe this is the first time we've gotten a car named Peggy, which is interesting. She once again, of course, appears in the Salt Flats episode. She has the Australian flag. I believe that's the Australian flag. It may be a New Zealand flag. They're both very close. And in the episode, she has one line that's something along the lines of, "Look out, long car coming through." She has like a metallic red that fades into a metallic yellow, and that once again doesn't fade out, but it does go back to metallic red. Got a whole bunch of different things on her side. She has two different logos. One of them reads AMR, one of them is, I'm not exactly sure what it's supposed to be. It does look like PLR, or RLR rather. Then you have 327, so some codes. Then you have 70408N, 714 GCE, then of course the flag, her little tail fin. I believe this is the only like long car we see. We do see a couple cars that look like this, but like they're like that. That whole part is cropped out. Just imagine there's a wheel right where my thumb is. She has 5 different little, I never know what these are called. I guess we'll call it an engine. You see here, she is smiling. This is the most unique car so far that they have done from the On the Road episodes, and I imagine it will stay that way for a while. In fact, I don't think there's that many cars in the series that would be more unique. Maybe the Wraith Rod, the zombie car. We saw Doug Crankle. The color's completely wrong. Maybe the ghost cars, but they're not nearly as wild as Peggy. I have a hard time imagining she'll be re-released apart from this pack, because, I mean, she doesn't fit in a single packaging. She can't be a deluxe. She wouldn't even fit in a deluxe packaging. You could put her in like a 2-pack by herself, or one of like those racing packs you can find at Walmart with the banners and stuff. So they'd have to either re-release her in a multi-pack, and I think that's pretty much the only option. I don't know if they put her in a normal multi-pack. I believe if they were to re-release her, they would probably make it another like online exclusive, because I don't know if these are actually going to show up in stores. Multi-pack, as far as I know, they're only available on the Walmart website for $40, and I picked mine up off of eBay for $75, so a little bit of an overpay, but Peggy is almost certainly going to be a rare diecast down the line, and I had the money, so not too mad about that. Once again, another parachute towards her rear, and this is definitely, as I said earlier, the star of this pack. I absolutely love her. And yeah, those are the 9 cards from the Salt Flats 9-pack, or rather the Salt Fever 9-pack. Yeah, let's put them over here. Gotta get some kind of outro. Yeah, as I said, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.